Hi guys, it's Shami. So a few of you guys had questions on how I use my packing tape image transfer. Sorry, I'm going to adjust this a little bit, the camera, so it looks a little straighter for you. So we're going to make a page with the number one that I made. It has numbers on it. And we're just going to be working in my junk journal. This is just a little journal that I made, and I'm making my way through it. I really love the pages, and I just kind of scrape paint on there and do all sorts of stuff. So we're going to work in this a little bit. So I really love how this looks, so that's what we're going to work. I'm just grabbing some tissue paper here first to start out with. I think that image transfers look really great with tons and tons of layers, so we're going to kind of see. I'm going to play a little bit with a few things and see how we go. That kind of looks great there. Perfect. And I'm just going to use a glue stick. Nothing fancy. Hopefully this one's okay though. Doesn't seem like it's very... There we go. I think I got the hard part off, I hope. I don't know. It feels a little hard. I don't know if it's going to be sticky enough, but that's okay. I did turn off the air conditioner so you guys could hear better, but I might have to turn it back on. It has just been brutally hot in Colorado this entire summer. It's been crazy. So I think it was only supposed to be 70, but I think it's hotter than 70 right now. Very good. So it's fun. So I really love image transfers, and I really love to do them on pages where you need tons and tons of layers. I think it's really interesting. I'm just actually going to add another piece because I kind of went crazy with the glue here. And so we're going to just add a couple more pieces here. Alright, maybe we'll add a few on top of there too. And this tissue paper was on clearance at my place, Hobby Lobby. That's what I meant to say. Okay, and then I kind of think that I'm going to use red. I hardly ever use red. And then I have some yellow too, and black. So I think I'm going to experiment a little bit. Why do I have an open blue? Yeah, and the open yellow. I think I do. So let's just squirt a few things out. I did want to use a stencil too, but my stencils aren't that far away. Let's see here. I'm just going to grab a stencil very quickly here. Doesn't matter which one, honestly. Very good. We'll just use those two. Those are Deco Art ones, which I love. And then I'm going to use a little bit of my Deco Arts gesso. I actually have some that I should actually use. Just this one. Hopefully it's still okay. Looking for something to spread it with. Oh, there's my palette knife. Okay. Do I want to add the gesso first? Don't think so, but I do want to kind of blend it in just a little bit. Oops. I stuck my hand in the black paint. No fret. I'm just going to add it right on the page. So I'm just like picking some places to kind of block out. With text, and I'm really trying to incorporate that paper into my page. This gesso has hardened a little bit, so it's a little bit thicker than normal, but that's okay. Alrighty, it's probably one that I was using for my classes. Just like that. Since this is a little bit rough too, let's kind of add a few little scribbly-scribblies. Perfect. Okay. Now let's add some color. I'm just going to use my fingers. this, and that's coming up a little bit. That's okay. Just glue it down. No worries. Oops. I did not mean for that to happen, but that's okay. We'll work over it. Maybe we'll make that little area black. Actually, we'll just go ahead and make it black. That'll do the trick. Perfect. And then I think I'm going to add maybe another black area like here. Very cool. Love messy fingers. And then we're going to go in with a little bit more red. Maybe right in here. Clean finger. Very good. Wonderful. Okay, that looks great. Alrighty, but I think that I am going to maybe scrape some more gesso, like right in here, very randomly. I think that looks kind of cool. Let's scrape a little bit more into that thick gesso that we have going on there. Okay, I love the texture that that has. I think it's very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and I'm trying to think if I want to add a little bit of washi tape, or I think maybe I'm going to add some stenciling. Doesn't take things very long to dry. Let's do this with numbers. Maybe we'll go right down here in this little corner. That didn't show up very well, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get some that way. Not really. So that didn't work very well. I think what I'm going to do is maybe just add a little bit of yellow in spots. And maybe I won't use the stencil. Ooh, but I like this. I think it looks really cool. Okay, so we will try this again in a little while. I'm just gonna, I want gesso on my stencil, so I'm gonna go ahead and just spray that down and give it a wipe. I don't know where my baby wipes are. Well, they're somewhere. Very good. Okay, alrighty. So while we're waiting for that to like dry, just not very much, but a little bit, we are going to go ahead and cut out this quote that I have, and it says, "It doesn't take numbers to change the world." So I really like that quote. I didn't know which look I wanted with the transfer, which one I liked better. So let's kind of see. That's really cool. I think I like kind of the first one. And we're just going to cut it out. Isn't that true? Like, we can change our world every day just by ourselves. Alrighty. And it doesn't take, I'm just gonna kind of cut this apart, numbers. To change the world. And then we will there we go. I love that. Okay. I'm loving how this is looking. I am going to let this dry. I was just going to kind of go over it, but my gesso is super thick. So I'll be right back. I'm going to let this dry and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I decided to rush the process by blotting off some of the gesso with this paper, and I got this really cool effect, so I want to show you here. Hopefully it'll work. It worked a few minutes ago, but you pull it up and it transfers some of the text right onto that gesso. So I actually absolutely love that. I think it's a very cool kind of look. So let's do that. It's great to experiment. It helps so much. Let's see. Maybe I think that one is maybe too dry. It's okay. Let's see if we can get anything up here. No, it's still kind of wet, but it's not sticking. Let's try this one more time. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's try up here. See if we can get anything going there. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. Wonderful. So it's very random, but I love the way that it looks. I think it adds something very, very interesting. Cool, and it's a great way to dry off your gesso quickly. So I think what we're going to do is, I don't think I'm going to use that number stencil. I think I'm actually going to use this one. I just want to add a little bit more yellow in. So let's squirt just a little bit off here. Alrighty, and just going to add a little bit of yellow in a few spots. Just in a few, just like that. I think that's perfect. Alrighty, perfect, perfect, perfect. Alrighty. Okay, and then I want to get out this little pen that I have. This is a red pen, and I just want, since red was kind of my color that I really wanted to use, I'm going to go ahead and just add a few little like dashes of red. I know they're hard to see. Maybe I'll flip them over. This is just a ballpoint pen. It's Inkjoy pen. But I think we forget that you don't really need to buy those fancy pens. I mean, I love fancy pens. I have a lot of them, but it's nice to use simple supplies too. Especially when you're starting out or you're in a rut. I think sometimes supplies can limit us too. Like, you'll be sitting there like and think, well, I need to get all this stuff out, and it's like, no, you really don't. All you need is a simple things, and you can create beautiful art journal pages that are interesting. So I love that. I think that looks really cool. Very cool. And then I think that I want to add maybe a little bit of black too. Hopefully this has a little bit of something in it. Just a little bit of something, let's see. Maybe we'll add it on the red. Let's add, I don't know, there might not be a lot of something in there. Let's see. I'm just adding some marks. Just whatever makes me happy. This is just intuitive. I'm not overthinking it. There's definitely some in there. Right, so I'm just adding them where I think I want them to go. Nothing fancy. I can even add on top of the yellow. There's no rules that says that I can't. Maybe just a few little dots there. Very cool. Alrighty, I love that. Alright. Okay. And it's a busy page, but I absolutely love it. I think it looks really cool. Alrighty. And then I have these, which are reinforcers, and I'm going to add those on there too. I might even add some masking tape if I can find it. So I'm going to kind of put it in the areas where I think it's, and this will just kind of give my eye a break, right? Because it's kind of crazy hysteria here, but your eye goes right to those circles. Perfect. And then let's add just a few pieces of masking tape just to kind of break things up again. Another piece there maybe. And let's do one more. All right, I have odd numbers. I want even. I want odd numbers. On here I said I had even, but I really want odd. Okay, there we go. Let's stick that little guy there. Very cool. Okay, and I'm just going to stick that right on my board. Okay, so now I'm looking, I think that everything's really nice and balanced. So I do want to add a few more marks though. Maybe like some of those guys. And I'm going to go over some of the marks. I mean, I just am. Let's see here. Maybe like one here. And then let's do one here. Perfect. Because like I said, the image transfer will be what? It's going to be transparent. So you want it to be as interesting as it possibly can be. Right? Of course we do. Alrighty, so let's get this guy together. And I did rip off the top half. That's why. So I'm going to put this. You could absolutely put it in the middle, but it's a little bit more interesting if we kind of bring it over a little bit. I think, at least. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my glue stick. I think I'm going to use this one. I think it's a little bit softer. Elmer's the best in the West. Alrighty, let's add. And, you know, I'm not afraid to use a bunch of Elmer's glue because what's going to happen? It's going to disappear. So it doesn't matter. And I'm not going to write anything over on top of this page. So I don't really have to worry. But you could also glue these down with like your matte medium would work very, very well. Oops. See, I got a little piece there. That's okay though. I'm going to leave that one there. I think that's interesting. And it is a little bit sticky still, but I like to add a little bit of glue. I do not like things rolling up on me. So and it kind of just blends right into the background, doesn't it? It's great. So let's add a little bit more on the top. Let's see if we can somewhat line this up. I don't know if it will work, but we can try. Perfect. Very good. Alrighty. So then let's add our quote. So I'm just going to kind of addition where I want to put it. I think it'd be kind of interesting there. Or I could put it over the lines too, but I think it gets a little bit lost. I could also put it on top there. But I think the money spot is right here. Very good. Doesn't take numbers. And this little piece I'm going to add maybe right here. It just keeps coming to me. So I think you have to listen to things. This applies sometimes. It's like, hey, use me. I want to be used. So to change the world. Very good. And then we'll add a little bit of right there. Very cool. Alrighty. That looks great. I kind of think that, what am I thinking? I think that we need some more white or something. So let's maybe get out a white pen. I did not mean for that to happen, but it's staying there. Very good. Okay, I love that. I think it looks really cool. I think the only thing that I want to do is maybe highlight the words a little bit. So this is a pen that is activated by water, but do I really want to use this? I don't know. Let's see. Don't really hate that. Okay, cool. I think that looks awesome, actually. I'm very, very happy with it. I think the only thing that we need to do is add maybe a few splatters, because I love splatters. Just get a brush here. We're going to activate this black that I've left on my palette, and I'm just going to go in here. Put some splatters on top of our transfer 2, just to give it a little bit more interest. Did not want it to go over my white circles, but that's okay. We'll just add some more. Because I really love that contrast of the white. I think it's really bold, so let's add some more right on top. Really, I want that white, stark white. And these are just my fun little pages that I play with, right? Like, they're not supposed to be beautiful. They're just full of texture and layers and interest. And that's the way I love to create. There's no rules. It's just fun. You could come in with your marker and add even more doodles and that kind of thing. But I love it. I think it looks really cool, and I am happy with the results. So I'm going to bring it up nice and close so you can see. Let's go ahead and let that white drip. Very cool. Okay guys, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I'd love to hear how you are using your transfers, and if you haven't seen that video, I will link it so you can check that out. And I will see you guys later. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and hopefully you were inspired by this really fun layered page that I love so much. So I'll see you guys later. Give me a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.